So where did the premise for the TransDimensional Hunter series come from?
So around the time that Pokemon Go came out, John Ringo started messing around with it. I don't think he would consider himself like a techie type person. In fact, he'd probably consider himself a luddite in many respects. But he does like messing around with cool new things that come out. And so when Pokemon Go came out, he played it some, and the idea came to him of having a storyline where there's a game where you fight and defeat monsters in this like real world game that you're walking around outside with, like Pokemon Go. But in actuality, the monsters that you're fighting are real, just unseen. And so he came up with that premise when Pokemon Go came out, and I think that was 2014, 2016. When did the Pokemon Go app come out, JR? You can look that up if you want.
Yeah,
Um,
I'll do that while you're talking.
yeah, so that's when he came up with the premise. And I think he wrote at the time, for anyone who's familiar with how John Ringo's brain slash muse works, is his muse talks to him. And when his muse talks to him, he does nothing else but write, including eating or sleeping. I have heard tell that he at times has written entire books in a couple weeks and got maybe like an hour of sleep at night for weeks on end and just wrote it and then like collapsed for a week of recovery or whatever. So it's kind of a when the mood takes him sort of writing schedule. And so when he came up with this premise, and I think for other instances and other ideas that he's had, he'll come up with a premise and it just things will just start appearing in his head and he'll just write it. And so at the time he wrote about 40,000 words or so that was kind of getting into the beginning idea of the book. And that beginning was set in, current day. So the mid to early teens, 20 teens, and, with smartphones and stuff.